this now with your LLCs, you do this with your trust, you do this with your corporations, you do this with your nonprofits. There is a formula to wealth, ladies and gentlemen. There's a formula to wealth. And if you believe that the clues and the formula aren't there, is that you're not reading enough. And Haiti had mentioned something to me a while back. It's the Consumer Law Secrets Book Club, where I should share the books that I've read. And I've been thinking about it for a while, and it's not a bad idea. Boss lady, it is not a bad idea at all.
Which step for that?
Say again, please.
Which step for that?
Oh, that's my first ever book.
Cash flow.
First book I ever read from front to back. The second book was Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. But then you recommend these books, but guess what? Most people don't want to read. The attention span for people has dropped so low that reading one page requires enormous amounts of energy.
Is available to listen to all the books.
Bree, I think you're having a lot of feedback, so it's very hard hearing you.
What's the name of the first book you read?
Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Okay.
First book I ever read, front to back, 6 times.
Rich Man, Poor Man.
Right? I undergo a radical mind change because what? The person that you want to become is trapped inside of your mind. And if you don't let that person out, you will never grow into the purpose and the potential that God intended for you. Stop holding on to what you are now. If what you are now was the solution, you wouldn't be in this class right now. If everything that you've done that led up to this point worked, you would not be here right now. So maybe you want to do something a little bit different. Maybe you want to join the mentorship. Maybe you want to fix your credit. Maybe you're going to decide that everything that I've done up to this point did not work. I am a sum total of everything that I've done, and I'm still not where I need to be. Maybe it's time that I learned what Dwayne found out when he got mentored by these rich people. Maybe this dude with a Jamaican accent, maybe he's onto something. Maybe if I believe in myself enough, I will start trusting myself to make the right decision. Maybe. Or maybe I could stay the same way that I've been for the last 25, 30, 40 years and change nothing about my life. And I'll be stuck like Chuck in the pickup truck in the exact same place I was last year and the year before. Well, if you want to change, you got to kill that old person, literally. You got to kill that old person. And killing that old person requires what? Consumption of new things, consumption of new ideas, consumption of new philosophies, consumption of what your mentor is teaching you, consumption of information that I did not have. Make sense? Does any of that make sense, ladies and gentlemen? I'm only making sense to one person because I'm
yes.
So Dwayne, basically what you're saying is
we here.
Total sense.
You are making sense. You got to learn new information in order to grow better.
A person comes from the cocoon of a new mind. You cannot be a different person with the same mind. It's impossible. You cannot think the exact same way and expect to be somebody else. It will not work.
Your mind got to be free.
Your mind got to be free. Guys, when the devil comes after you, let me say this to you.
He come at you.
He come after your mind. You can't sleep. You're restless. you're not eating. And because you're not eating, it's affecting your mind because your body deteriorates. You're at home at night. You are turning. You are twisting. You go to work. You got the same thing on your mind. Oh, my boyfriend left me. Oh, my girlfriend left me. The damn kids don't know how to behave. My neighbor is bad. Like, the attack doesn't come on you directly because you're covered. It comes indirectly with other things. Things that will distract you. People that will distract you. And then as your mind seeps into the wilderness, internally now, things start happening. There's cancer, there's malnutrition, there's a deficiency here, there's a broken bone there, you are sick, you got a fever, you got the flu. All these crazy things start happening to you. But those things happening to you didn't just happen overnight. There were things, if you pay attention, there were things in your environment that became toxic to you. So now your body's having a reaction to all those things that were toxic to you. You came in contact with some virus. Well, where did that virus come from? Your cells start misbehaving. Well, why did your cells misbehave? You're not eating right because you're distracted with other things. You forget to eat. You forget to eat. You're still pushing long hours. Then that leads to other symptoms. You see, once you get control of this, once you really have control of this, and you realize that the new person or the person that you want to be is literally locked up inside of you, that caterpillar has gone into metamorphosis inside of you, but you're scared to let the butterfly out. Become who you want to become. Why are you so scared to trust yourself? Think about it. But what if I make a mistake? It's okay. Lessons learned. What did I learn from the situation? But what if so what? Doreen, but what if so what? It's not how you fall, it's how you get up. Because if I can look up, I can get up. And the issue is with most people is, most people aim too low and hit. You did not aim high enough. See, because if you aim for the moon and you miss, you land among the stars. But if your aim was just to hit the stratosphere, okay, boom, now you're back down. Now you're falling. And there's nothing wrong with falling. Build a damn parachute on the way down. You're just gonna give up. I failed one time. Okay, I lost 5 grand. I lost 10 grand. You're just gonna give up. They print money every day. Dust yourself off. Put your big boy pants on. Put your big girl pants on, and get right back at it. Oh, but I sent out a dispute and it came back verified. Okay, now we're gonna go to round 2. But the collection agency, so what? We're going to send them a cease and desist. Did you even know the account was past the statute of limitations? So we often make excuses. We often create boundaries and barriers around ourselves. And some of you are so good at doing it that you trap yourself in the whole process. The whole process of protecting yourself, you made yourself a whole trap. What do we need to do? We need to analyze our situation. We need to trust ourselves. We need to ensure that the source of our information is credible. We need to know factual things. We need to understand that time is not equal to money. We need to understand, okay. $95 There's a big difference between the 95% and the 5%.
90%.
The 5% will never do what the 95% do. Never. Ever. Ever. What the 95% need to know is what the 5% are doing. Guys, see, 95% of people live right here. This is where 95% of people live. You go to a job, and as soon as you get paid, your money goes right out in expenses. This is where most people live. Most people don't understand the difference between income expense, assets, liabilities, and cash flow. See, the rich figured this out. The rich figured out that, hey, poor people work to pay bills. That is it. Oh, I gotta pay my bills. Like, I want you to really listen how people talk. Oh, I gotta pay my bills. Oh, I gotta do this. Like, do you think rich people are worried about credit score? But before they get there, they gotta do some things first. They gotta move through the cycle of life, right? So the 95% of people spend their time here. 4% spend their time here, and the 1% lives over here. Yep. See, poor people believe that the purpose of working is to pay bills. Literally. They believe that they're going to pay taxes, rent, food, transport, buy all the great clothes. See, the middle class people, they believe the purpose of working is to get a great job that's paying multiple six figures or more so that they can buy liabilities like car, get billion-dollar homes, a whole bunch of credit cards, go to the fanciest schools, but then they're hit with all the expense, and then they what? Try to live like the Joneses. Right? So the middle class people try to live like the Joneses because what? They buy a whole bunch of liabilities. The first thing, and tell me if I'm wrong, as soon as someone starts making six or multiple six figures, the first thing they're going to buy is a house. First thing. Never fails. Going to buy a house. Why? No clue. But first thing they do is buy a house. And that house has a pretty hefty mortgage. They didn't buy a fourplex or a five unit, right? They didn't buy an apartment building. They went and buy a personal residence between 700,000 to $1 million. Never fails. Some of you in here, I might be hurting your feelings. I love you. That's why I'm doing this.